you're gonna have to wait. I don't even know how it's gonna end at this point. Hi, and welcome back to the channel today. Well, today we're going to be going through the Space Force and Coast Guard hives. We're going to do a deep dive inspection in both of these hives, and we're going to prepare them to go over and replace hives 8 and 20 at the Bee Castle Bee Yard. Now, I did bring the Bee Castle hives over here. I've got 2 10 frames standing by, and we're just going to inspect this hive and move the frames one at a time into their new hives and get them ready to go. So let me get my gear on. It's mostly on right now. My smoker lit, and we will get started. All right, I am gearing up, because to be honest with you, I don't want to get stung. Now, I don't know whether or not you follow my wife's channel, but she was messing with the beehives. Actually, she was giving food to Army, Navy, Air Force, and Marine last week, maybe last week, maybe the week before. I think it was last week. She got stung on the top of the hand, and I'll try to find a picture of it and put it on the screen. But her hand swelled up just terribly. It was horrible, horrible. All right, girls, here we go. So again, my goal is just to tear this one completely down first. We're going to get the bottom board on here and start building up the new hive. Now, this is the lid for the new hive already. I don't know whether that's 8 or 20, but it's one of them in the inner cover. All right, ladies. Oh, man, this one's on there tight for some reason. I don't know why. There we go. That ought to make them happy. All right. There we go. Oh, this is a problem. This is a huge problem. I don't have any deep frames on here. This whole box was made of mediums. That's not good. I'm going to have to go get some deep frames. That is not good. All right, ladies. Here's the new bottom board. There we go. There's a couple right there, and a couple right there. That should be enough to start. I will get you some more. First thing we're going to do, actually, is I'm going to remove this. Oh, we just found hive beetles. We have a ton of hive beetles. Okay, we found them. The hive beetles have actually made it into the apiary this year. The good news is the girls have them corralled. I think we've gotten most of them there. I'm going to put these girls in the hive. We're going to go ahead and give them a medium box right now. I'm going to have to bring back some more deeps. All right, there's an empty frame. Go ahead and put that in there. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm only going to put frames in this hive, in this medium, that have something on them. Let's shake that off. It's got a little bit of nectar in it. We're going to leave that one in here. This one has nothing in it. We're going to leave that one out. Okay, this one has a little bit of nectar in it. It can stay. Don't know where the queen is. All right, this has got bee bread, so that's got resources in it. Okay, we've got some brood in this one on both sides. I don't see the queen. We're going to put the brood in here. There you go. More brood. There is brood on that frame, so that frame staying in there. Okay, this frame has some bee bread on it on both sides, so this frame stays. It's a nice frame. Okay, nothing going on here, just drawing this out. We're going to go ahead and shake these bees down in. All right, ladies, going home. New home, there you go. All right, we have a little bit of brood on here, so this frame goes both sides. Again, I'm not seeing the queen. They may end up with two 10-frame supers. Oh, another beautiful frame of brood. That's a full frame. Don't see the queen, but that is a nice frame of brood. And it's about halfway through baking. Okay, the Coast Guards are killing it all day long. Go Coasties. Don't see the queen. All right. We're going to have to remove some frames now to have a little bit of resources, but no brood. All right, we have brood on this one. Brood on this one, so this one goes in. All right. Tell you what, not having a deep on the Coast Guard hive is it's a problem. Okay. I don't see the queen on there, so I'm going to go ahead and shake those girls off. Another frame with brood on it. And nectar. So this one's going in. And now this one's coming out. A little bit of nectar, but yep. Okay, what do we have here? There's a frame of resources. Don't see any eggs or brood. Okay, this is bee bread. Don't see any brood, but we're going to go ahead and give it to him because that's got a lot of resources on it. 9 frames in there. We got room for one more. And then after that, it's second super time. Okay, nothing happening on there. See if we can find another frame with brood. Okay, nothing happening there. Oh, there's another frame of brood. That's newer brood too. That's fresh. That in here. Oh goodness! Get in there. Sorry, Bee. Now don't attack me. That was an accident. Put the banana on me. Okay, I got to step away for a minute. Well, I can smell the banana on that one. Mask it with some smoke. Here we go. Here's a whole other box for you. Looks like you guys are going with 2 mediums. We have nectar in that one. We have nothing going on there, so we're going to go ahead and ditch that frame. Okay, we do have resources on this frame. Still don't see the queen, but I tell you what, we know she's in there. That frame stays. Well, not a lot going on there, but this frame is drawn out. Don't see the queen. Haven't really been looking that hard for her, but we know she's there. And there's a beautiful frame of brood on both sides. This one's about ready to let loose. Why not? There we go. And there we go. All right. So now all this hive needs is 6 more deep frames. This is your new hive. I will be back later. Some more deeps for you. Excellent. All right. Here we go. Now, at least on this hive, I do have a deep box, so I'm only going to be 2 deep frames short in this one. So I'll have 8 in there. Hello. Okay, what do we have happening Let there be something. Okay, I have bees on this frame, nothing on any of the other ones. I'm going to take some of those drawn frames and put them in this hive. So this is the deep. This is kind of depressing. Let's move it to the side for right now. Okay, here are the bees. Oh, there is a hive beetle. Dead hive beetle. Tell you what, I haven't seen a lot of hive beetles this year, but in that hive I must have seen 50. They've all been inside of the Coast Guard hive. Thank goodness Coast Guard is a strong hive. All right, and this is a nice strong box. I like it. All right, get rid of that kudzu. Don't like kudzu. If you're not from the South, you don't know what kudzu is, but let me tell you, kudzu is terrible. It grows everywhere, and of course it was planted here on purpose. I'm not sure where it originates from, but our scientists in America thought it was a good idea to stop the erosion on the side of highways, so they planted it, and it took over everything, and now it's a huge problem. Okay, they're drawing comb right here. That is a good sign. Okay, that's got nothing going on it. Okay, they're starting to pull comb right there. Okay, we've got resources on there. Okay, they're drawing that out. Beautiful. Okay, what do we have happening here? That is full of nectar on both sides. Well, sugar syrup, because I have been feeding the bees. Probably going to give them both some more. Okay, they're just now drawing this out. And drawing this one out. I will come back here and give these girls 2 more frames. Alright, so now we do have a situation because I don't have any more medium tin frame. Now this is a frozen frame. I'm hoping that it's going to thaw out once I get it in there and put it on the edges. The bees should pretty much stay off of it. It should cool down their hive, I hope. These 2 are for the other hive, and I'm going to have to take that medium off and put it on this hive. Not something I wanted to do. Oh, that's just loaded with bees. Oh, I'm sorry, girls. I've got to steal this from you. Try to smoke some of those bees down into the hive. I'm going to be stealing some of your frames. I'm sorry. It has to be done. It has to be done. If you have any brood, it's going to go too. Alright, this can stay here for a minute. So I guess this is a problem with having 2 different types of hives, 8 frame and 10. Come in. I'm sorry. There we go. The good news is that these mediums are empty, with the exception of that one that had brood on it. But while I'm here, I'm going to go ahead and give you those other 2 frames. You know what? I'm going to check inside that box that I think is a dead out. Be right back. Yep, we have a dead out, so I'm going to go ahead and give it to these girls here. All right, here we go. There you go. So I'm guessing that if any parasites did come over here, ants, wax moths, etc., they will be able to defend that space. I can verify now that the Air Force hive it's dead. Okay. There you go. There you go. All right, now we have a medium for these girls, and that's what we needed. I'm going to go ahead and give them this frame of brood that I just snagged from that other hive. We'll put that right in the center. Okay, that's nectar. That's got to stay. They need some nectar. Okay, that's brood. Go in the middle. So that is a full frame of brood on this side. There's some stuff going on right there. I don't see the queen, but this one goes right here in the middle. Okay, no hive beetles, no queen. This one gets a little bit of brood. I see like 5 pieces there. I'm gonna set it aside for a minute. Okay, no hive beetles, no brood, a little bit of nectar, but I can feed these girls some more. Oh, somebody just put the banana on me. There's a nice frame of brood. Do we see the queen on there? I do not. But that is a very nice frame of brood. It's going to stay, of course. Don't put the banana on me. I'm taking you to a wonderful, beautiful place, but first you got to get inside this box. Ladies. Okay, that is a beautiful resource frame. That is definitely going with them. All right. On the edge there. Oh, that is another wonderful resource frame. That's honey. That's not even sugar syrup. Both sides. That one is definitely going with them. All right. Okay. We have brood on this one. There's our queen right there. Okay, there you go, sweetheart. You're in the hive. I'm going to put you right up against the edge so you don't get hurt. There you go. More brood. That is beautiful. Both sides. This queen is doing well. Go Space Force. And the last one, we have nectar. We're going to go ahead and keep it. All right, these girls are in good shape. Now we have a hive beetle situation right here. They fell off those frames in here. Go ahead and whack them. At least something normal is happening this year. We have hive beetles again. I don't know whether to cheer or be upset. All right, there, one just took off. Probably aiming for the front of this hive. Gonna fly back in. All right. All right, before I clean this stuff up, let's have a look at, I mean, there's not much to look at. We'll just have a look, and I'll give you 2 endings. We'll have the ending where today this is all we're going to do, and then we'll have an alternate ending that happens if I manage to make it to the Bee Castle yard with these hives tonight. So let's go over there and look at the Air Force hive and possibly say goodbye. I don't know. Just, you're going to have to wait. I don't even know how it's going to end at this point. All right, let's go. All right, so this is what I found. I was removing the buckets and saw that there was absolutely no activity on the front, and this is what I came back to. This hive has been robbed out, but that's not what happened. The bees didn't die, and you know how I can tell that the bees didn't die? There's no bees on the bottom of this hive. This is the exact same thing that happened to the blue hive. These girls absconded. They were ants. So the Air Force hive is dead for the season. All right, so it's 6:52 a.m. It's early morning. I came out here in the dark and plugged up the hives. Now that's something I don't recommend doing, coming out in the middle of the night with a flashlight and trying to choke off your hives when you have girls on the landing board. Not a good idea because they chase the light. Just don't ever do it. Anyways, now we are going to lift these hives, put them in the tractor, take them up to the car, put them in the car, and then run them over to the Bee Castle Bee Yard. Now my wife is going to be helping me, but we're going to try to make quick work of this because these girls have been choked off inside this hive for over an hour now, and these hives don't breathe because they don't have a screen bottom board and I don't have any vents in them, so I don't want my bees to suffocate. So sit back, enjoy, and I'll see you in a minute at the Bee Castle Bee Yard. Got a strap on, so we're just going to go from the bottom board right around here in the front. Yep. is facing back window.
Which one is it?
Oh, on my side, but once it's in here. All right, so we made it to the Bee Castle Bee Yard. We have some humming hives back here in the back, and I do see quite a few ants on this one. And this one was the Space Force hive, so I hope I didn't bring those because those have already caused a couple of my colonies to abscond. But now these ants don't have a home because they're several miles from the house. Now they say move a hive 3 feet or 3 miles. Well, today we went for the 3 miles. So these things are going to get unloaded and put on hive stand 8 and 20. And then we have a full bee yard, fully stocked with queens and all strong hives. All right, I suspect these girls are going to be happy, yet not happy. Let's see what we can do here. They've been locked up inside this hive since 5 a.m., so they're not going to be too happy with me. Well, we have to move this back a little bit. There we go. Welcome home. New bee yard. New bee yard. There you go. Okay. The Space Force girls were not too happy. Let's see if we can do a little bit better here on Coast Guard. So FYI, Space Force is in the number 8 position. Coast Guard, that was the strongest one we had. We've got them right up front so they can go out and do their thing. There's really no good way of doing this. There we go. Okay, ladies, this is a whole different world. Whole different world. I don't want to chop anybody. Come on, get out of the way. Get out of the way. It's going in. Don't put the banana on me. There we go. Some of you may have been guillotined, and I'm sorry. All right, well, there you go. The end of another adventure. Now, we did manage to accomplish all of our goals. We even managed to get the girls over here to the Bee Castle Bee Yard all in one video, so everything is right with the world. Now, I'm still wearing my veil and everything else because the bees from the Coast Guard hive up front, well, they're not too happy. They're kind of angry. I think I guillotined a few of them when I was putting the entrance reducer in. But overall, the sun's going to come up. They're going to find that they're in a paradise here, and everything will be right with the world. So, if you enjoyed this video, do me a favor, give me a thumbs up. If you have something to say, by all means, please comment. And if you have not subscribed to the channel, I would really appreciate it if you take a moment and hit the subscribe button, ring the bell to be notified of my new content. I do try to drop a video every Friday. We try to keep it light and have fun. So, for all that said, be happy, and I will see you next week. Take care.